haven't got enough doctors, we haven't got enough nurses, and I think we should really push the boat out and spend a lot more money training more doctors and nurses as well.
£850 million worth of funding for 20 hospitals has been announced by the Prime Minister, with £47.1 million set to go to paediatric cardiac services in Newcastle. What do you think of Boris's short time in office so far? Do you believe all of his pledges?
In the North East and in Newcastle we have high rates of health inequalities, and even though we have very good provision, so I'm very pleased to see this extra money for Newcastle Hospitals Trust. But let's remember that firstly it's less than 2% of what Boris Johnson promised on the side of a bus would come to the National Health Service as a consequence of Brexit, and now we see that not only are we not getting that money, we're actually spending billions on preparing for a Tory no-deal Brexit, as well as losing a lot of the fantastic staff from across the European Union which help our NHS. But the other thing I would say is that after 10 years of austerity, where it's slashed public services, where I have seen as a constituency MP the damage that's done to people's health, they haven't got the right support, they haven't got the right services anymore, local services, transport's gone up, everything's going up apart from wages. This is just a tiny, it's a sticking plaster when you think of the investment that we need in our NHS. And finally, the whole social care. If people aren't getting the social care they need, particularly in old age, then that's more of a burden on our hospitals. So, thank you, but it's just a tiny proportion of what the NHS deserves and you promised.